This is a newest one that they're working on. Okay, looks like we've got one. They have built cross comb on. And if you remember what I said last time about cross comb, that's when they actually build between two different ones. And I think I can pretty much save this one. Okay. So they're building them up pretty good. This one seems to be like, this hive seems to be like the weaker hive because I started it from scratch. And so cross comb, what do I mean? So you have this one bar, but yet they're starting another one on the same thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this off because this doesn't need to be on there. And then that way they can start filling these up with honey. So the closer that I get in to the hive, the more bees you're gonna start to see, hopefully. Okay, so now we've got one that's really, let's see if we can. Okay, so we got one that's pretty close together. All right, so you all can see this. Here's another one. They've actually built two different ones on the same bar. And actually you want them to build only one of these on the same bar. So those are full of honey right there. So this is going to be, okay, and then look on the other side as well. There's actually three on one bar. So you see they started making another one. So there is honey inside. I don't know if you can see that or not. So you can see the closer that I get inside of the hive, the bigger the comb starts to get. And I'm sweating my behind off. All right, so here's another one. Okay, see those? So again, it's a new hive. They're doing pretty good. Not growing as fast as I would like for them to, but the one that I have the camera sitting on, where the camera is sitting, that's another hive, and I'm gonna open that up here shortly. Okay, now look at this one. So we've got pollen and some brood in this one. So I'm actually getting the ants off. I seem to have a lot of ants that want to climb into this hive. Yeah, they're mad. They didn't like that. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the queen real quick. All right, this little dot, the white dot on there, that's the queen. Follow my finger. And she's gonna go to the other side because she always wants to be away. So she's laying brood, and of course I'm getting attacked by the bees right now because I am fooling with the one that has the queen. Look at this one. Look at them dangling. That's how they make the comb right there. See what they're doing? See them hanging at the bottom? They're doing that, and they'll stretch out and they'll start to make comb. They'll start to measure it off of each other. That's pretty wild. So I'm not going to be able to check them for the next couple of weeks maybe. So I had to check them today. And of course they're trying to attack me now. That's okay. You can't sting me. I am protected. And needless to say, about 3 years ago, they found a way into my suit. They got in my suit and they wore me out. I got stung all over. So I'm gonna throw some bars in between, empty ones, to keep the ones they've already made, to keep those separated. And they may actually start some on these. So it's funny, when they're getting worked with, you take the top off of them, they produce a banana smell. It smells just like banana. And we'll throw another one in the middle. because they like to cross comb. They like to build across these. Yeah, I know you're mad. So I'll come back in a couple of weeks and I'll check all these. I'm going to be out for a little bit, and I'm not actually going to be able to check them for a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and just check them over, make sure they're okay. I'm going to throw another empty one inside in between the ones that I already made. All right, so got that hive done, got it looked at. The queen is still doing good. She's still laying brood. They're not doing it as quite as fast as I would like for them to, but you know, it is what it is. But they are still working. So this is my African hive. And I don't know if you all got to see the other day, this is the one that my son built. So did a really good job. This is the one that we actually got. And then this is the one that is my busy box right here. As you can see, they're already hanging out on the outside. So I can already tell that they are going to be pretty thick on the inside. So we'll go ahead and open her up. See if I can get her set up here where we can, where you can watch. All right, I think we should be okay. So this is my busy hive. This is the one that is busier than all of them. We'll see what we got. See if we got some honey. So I know some of y'all have been asking me, am I going to have honey? I'm not quite sure this year that I'm going to have enough to be able to supply my big family and other people as well. So boy, they sealed this one up. They put this wax around the top. You know, the bees are so smart. Any holes, any leaks that would allow rain and stuff to get in, they put kind of this wax kind of stuff in between all the cracks. Ooh, I hear them. There's a lot. Okay, this right here is called burr comb. This is like extra comb that they have made that's actually come outside of the frames, and they built it to the top. So this is called burr comb. As you can see, they're working on that. So by the time we're done here, I'm gonna scrape all that off, and I'm just gonna sit it on top of the hive, and then that way they can collect it and reuse it. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, they haven't done anything on this yet. So that's empty. Maybe we'll have some honey. All right, so they're starting to build this one up. You see the black right there? And you see the comb that they're making it. Now they're making it identical to the patterns on that. I don't know how close I can get for y'all to see. See each one of those? Now look over here in the corner that has less wax. They make those comb to the exact size. And there's honey inside there. I don't know if you all can see that. See the liquid inside? That's honey. So on the top normally is where the honey is. So this right here is called burr comb as well. So we want to remove that. We don't want them attaching one frame to another. So they're going to be mad at me because I'm kind of messing stuff up. So it's good to work on your hives in the evening, kind of late in the evening, because the bees are a little more calm. All right, so what do we have? Okay, so we've got brood in here. I'm gonna see if you all can see this. Look inside of the comb. All right, these patterns, and you're going to see little bitty circles in there. Okay, those are empty. I'm going to see where I can get you some. Okay, boom, there they are right there. See those little things that look like donuts in there? Those are babies. That's larvae. That's what makes the bees. Well, that's what the queen lays. So the queen, she's been she's been pretty busy. Normally up here in the top rung, they just use that for honey by itself, but so that means that the bottom is going to be pretty full. Okay, we got some with honey, some with brood in this one. So, but this is my busy hive. And they're not quite producing honey yet the way that I want, so I won't take it. This one feels like, okay, when they have honey in them, they're heavy. So, we got brood still. Got brood. Here's some burr comb. So you can see they're swarming around me. They're kind of getting upset, but I gotta check them. All right. Now this is one I believe that is going to be all honey. And I'll show you how we know that. Get off the camera. Okay. Look at that. See that liquid in there? That's all honey. burr comb. So they're mad now. Some of them are trying to sting my gloves, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and put the top back on this one. Okay, now this is what you call capped honey. So all of that is honey, and they put a covering on it. You can see that little white film on top. That is actually capped honey. And I wouldn't expect for this to be down on the bottom super or the bottom part of the hive, but it is. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just making sure that they're okay, number one. Number two, I'm making sure that they're not making any queen cells. Because if they're making queen cells, if they create a queen, they will book. They will like leave Dodge. So I don't want any queens because I don't want them to go anywhere. I don't want the hive to divide. Watch out. Okay, I see brood and I also see honey. They're mad. If they could find a way inside of my soup, they would. They've done it before. I got stung like six or seven times inside of my soup. And when they get in your soup, you can't get them out. So I'm looking for some queen cells, and queen cells are pretty long. So there's a couple here that looks like it. I'm gonna show you. Okay, you see these two down at the bottom that are sticking out. Okay, see those two heels right there? We just want to make sure they're not making other queens in it. So yeah, they are. Yep. Yep. That's what they're doing. Okay, that's what we don't want. We don't want them making queens. As you can see, they are really mad. Ah, there's the queen. There she is. Okay, there she is right there with the white dot on her back. She's trying to hide. So she's doing good. That's all I'm worried about. I'll put her back in. So when you're checking your hive, that's basically what you want to do too. You want to make sure your queen is okay. As you can see, they're all over me. Ooh, I ain't never seen them this mad. Okay, so again, I'm taking the queens out. Okay, I'm gonna show you what a queen larva looks like. Okay, this right here is a queen larva. Right there. If I left that in there, she would become a queen and she would take half of the hive with her. So that's why it's important that you stay on top of your hive. I think a couple of years, no, about 3 years ago when I had all that honey and we were posting it up and everybody was seeing it. Yeah, they're hot. If they could find a way in, they would. So as you can see, they're all over me now. But that's okay. I'm gonna check. right, so I have checked my hive. I got all the queen cells out. I know I probably may not be able to check it for at least 2 weeks. So now I feel okay. It takes about 8 days though for them to produce a queen. And once you produce a queen and she takes off, that hive, half of them are going to go with her. So now I'm going to take all this extra comb off the top. Yeah, y'all are not happy with me. So you're always going to lose some when you're putting your box back on. It's just you're going to squish some of them. You try not to. You try not to squish them, but it happens because there's so many. All right. So we are done. Got both hives checked out. And they are doing well. And there's the extra comb that I had to take off of the wax. So now I've got to back away. I've got all kinds of them all over me. So the further I get away, the more they will leave. Pardon the shaking, I'm gonna take my gloves off. All right, y'all, there it is.